Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome into another healthy dose of Trainer Talk Tuesday. Good one here for you today. I want to talk to you about some science-backed benefits of fasting. Now, guys, like we always talk about when we get into the topic of fasting here on this channel, we like to let you guys know that there are all different kinds of fasting and different ways to go about it, dating centuries back throughout human history from religious and cultural aspects. But we wanted to give you guys 5 important facts of the many that are out there, of some things that you can do and maybe start putting into your routine now to see even more benefits and boost your health.
Yep. So first we're going to define what fasting actually is. Fasting is abstaining from food, drink, or both. And as Nate mentioned, there are different types of fasting. Some of the most commonly forms of used fasting are going to be intermittent fasting, which I'm sure you guys have all heard those terms. Intermittent fasting is a period of eating and not eating, and there are different time windows that work for this type of fasting. There is also a water fast, which means you do not eat any food at all for an extended period of time. This is more in the realm of what we would consider true fasting. So this is going to be over the duration of 24 or longer hours. There's also a hard fast or a hard dry fast. A hard fast means no food or no water. And because you're not consuming liquid, you're not going to be able to do this as long as you would be able to do a water fast. A hard dry fast means no food, no water, and no contact with water. So that means no brushing your teeth, no showering. Lots of different types of fast, guys, but ultimately, whatever works for your current mental, physical state, what works best for you as far as just your overall education of what we're talking about is going to be what you want to start with. Always consult with a doctor before you do any extreme periods of fasting, but there are so many health benefits in addition to the spiritual aspects that Nate mentioned earlier that can really take your health to the next level.
Right. All right, so let's just jump into number 1 here. First and foremost, guys, one of the good facts of fasting is it promotes blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. Now, that's something that a lot of people here in our country suffer from. They are taking some sort of insulin shot or something where their levels are way off tack. And fasting and allowing your body to kind of get back to its natural state is one of the huge benefits of fasting. So that is one of them that we like to tell you guys about.
Yeah, guys, so if you look down and you can see your belly poking out, you're insulin resistant, whether you have been diagnosed with it or not. Whether you feel like you are or not, you would be considered insulin resistant. Anybody who's pre-diabetic or has diabetes, right? This is all in the same family. You guys can benefit greatly from fasting, which is why the keto diet gained such popularity over the past few years because of its incorporation of intermittent fasting into its program. And that has been proven to help people who are insulin resistant. So that's why, in addition to some of the other things that are done with the keto diet, that a lot of people who are diabetic get great results doing that. And this isn't us promoting the keto diet. I'll just say that I have my personal issues with the way the keto diet is marketed and advertised, but their incorporation of fasting into the routine I think is incredibly beneficial. And if you have ever done that, then you can speak for yourself and know that you have gained benefits from doing that. So huge thing, guys. If you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, insulin resistance, definitely consider and talk to your doctor about incorporating some type of fasting into your routine.
Right, and getting into number 2 here, one that we all love and that we all see, I would say some of the first benefits of your fast is fighting inflammation. So it fights inflammation, guys. So a lot of you who are dealing with a lot of minor aches and pains, even as deep as to chronic conditions like heart disease, cancer, arthritis, getting that inflammation under control within a body is one of the most critical things that you can do to help aid in that progress. So fasting is going to be a really, really great way for your body to start to reduce the amount of inflammation in it that is causing a lot of those things that can lead to, like I said before, the minor things that you can feel and you'll start to kind of reap some of the benefits of right at the start, and then also the longer term chronic conditions like I mentioned, heart disease, cancer, and arthritis. So fasting is a real big benefit of helping aid with those kind of problems with your body.
Yep, guys, and basically think of this as just like a reset, a total complete reset for the body. Fasting promotes the regeneration of immune cells, so it's going to boost your immune system. And one of the ways that it does that is because of how it fights inflammation in the body. It gives your body a break from all the toxins that we put in, not just what we consume, but what we put on our bodies every single day. So this is going to help control those levels and get your body in more of a balanced state where your urine is more alkaline.
Right. Another benefit, guys, moving on to number 3 here, very well said. Hope you guys are taking a lot of this in. And this is information you can find for yourself and even go deeper into some of the ones that we wanted to bring up to you guys. But number 3 here is it boosts brain function. Now that's something else that we all could want to see benefits from, being able to make snappier, more sound decisions, thinking better, increasing your regeneration of nerve cells to enhance more cognitive function. So guys, that is a really great benefit of fasting as well, because like I always mention, when it comes to just getting your health under control and being able to be better at the things that you do, having a more sound mind is very, very critical to all of those things.
And guys, and if you have ever done fasting yourself, you will know after you get over that initial I'm hungry, I need food stage, where you're just wanting to
Which is hard, by the way.
Or you just want to eat out of habit. Once you really get past that, all of my clients who have participated in any form of fasting will tell you that after that hump, you just get like this, just like clarity. It's like a cloud, separates, and finally you see so clearly. You're able to make sound and logical decisions. Your productivity levels drastically increase. And there are some studies that allude that fasting can help with brain diseases or just things that affect, the nerves and your overall brain, like Alzheimer's, right? So this is still something that's being studied. It's not, 100% guaranteed thing, but there are many people who believe that it can also help with situations and diseases like that. Not only with prevention, but helping it to get worse. So if you have a loved one that is suffering from Alzheimer's or is showing early signs of like dementia, then that might be something that you would want to talk to them about and discuss with their doctor to incorporate.
Yep. So guys, number 4 here, obviously it goes rhyme and reason here. Weight loss, guys. So muscle retention, boosting your metabolism, increasing your GH. Guys, think of it like this as well. This is a way I heard it a long time ago, and it always stuck with me. And I know a lot of people who aren't up on a lot of the medical terminology, this is what you think of. When you're taking your body to a point where you're not giving it all the things that it is used to having, what your body is going to do over those long periods of time of you keeping away and fasting is it's going to start to work off, from the weight loss standpoint, a lot of the fat that is stored within the body that it may be hard to tap into while you're still eating, because we all have different fat areas. Our bodies take on food and absorb it differently, and it is just different for a lot of us. But with fasting, one thing that it does for all of us is, when we're not giving our body an overabundance of things or anything, what is your body going to do to maintain an energy level for you to still be able to move around? It's going to attack all of the fat in your body, before it moves over, and then next thing would be like your muscles and so on. But first and foremost, the fat in the body that we're all trying to work off and get rid of is going to be one of the first things that your body is going to start to do away with to give your body more energy, since you're not getting food on the regular anymore.
Yep, guys, and fasting proves that not only does it help with the weight loss, but it helps with muscle retention. So as Nate was mentioning, there are scenarios where your body might break down muscle to use for energy. This is not one of those cases. If you are fasting and you are doing this correctly, right? And we've talked about this in different videos where you're not starving yourself, but you are having an intentional period of fasting. Again, for spiritual beliefs, many people will incorporate prayer during that time, very beneficial, but weight loss and muscle retention. So there's a difference between weight loss and fat loss. So I guess we'll say fat loss and muscle retention, because obviously you're going to be in a caloric deficit. Guys, if you're in a caloric deficit, you're going to lose weight. But we're focusing on fat. So as Nate mentioned, it's going to pull from your fat reserves for energy instead of sugar. Okay, that's the whole idea around like ketosis. And this is going to put you in a state of ketosis. And so you're not going to just be losing weight where you get to a point where you look skinny fat. That's the terminologies that we use in the personal training industry, where maybe you don't weigh a lot, or you're at a healthy weight for your height and your age, but you just don't have that toned look. You might have some loose, saggy skin. You might have poor posture. Okay, this is weight loss. Fat loss is more what you should be aiming for, because that incorporates that muscle into it. So this is going to help with fat loss, retaining that muscle, giving you that nice toned look. And obviously you get all the benefits that come with being on a healthy weight and having a healthy amount of muscle. Increasing your growth hormone, that GH that Nate talked about, that is essential for losing fat, gaining muscle, boosting your metabolism, and overall just like living a healthy life. You have to have a healthy level of growth hormone for all those dominoes to fall in place. And if you don't, it will not happen. Your hormones really dictate everything when it comes to hitting that target weight or fat loss goal. So guys, keep that in mind. Fasting is great for doing exactly what you want to do, which is getting those fat reserves off and maintaining a nice healthy toned look. So there's actually studies that show that fasting, so being in a caloric deficit for longer periods of time, is more effective than being in caloric deficits for just like a continuous period of time. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Typically when people think of fat loss or weight loss, they're just like, well, I gotta eat less and work out more. Well, that is true by definition, but fasting is a way to do that. And then on your eating days, just eating regularly, that's actually been proven to be more effective when it comes to reaching your goals. So keep that in mind, guys. I think that's cool, which is why we typically, at some point, will encourage our clients to at least participate in intermittent fasting.
Yeah, basically what you just said is like you're not tricking your body into going into a starvation mode, because now it's more consistent. Whereas with the frequent eating, even though you're not eating enough to support what you may be doing, your body doesn't understand that, so it's not reacting the way that you want it to be able to lose weight in a necessary manner that you would like. So when we talk about keeping that toned look and still feeling healthy and strong, that it means that all of these things are done with a purpose when you're fasting. So it's a focused mindset, so on and so on, and everything else that we talked about. But really great information there. And number 5 here, what we got for you is the benefits and the chances of cancer prevention and overall treatment, guys. So giving your body less is more in a lot of ways. So this is what we're talking about with fasting. So the more you are giving your body the chance to rid itself of a lot of the negative toxins and build up that it comes to put your body in a super acidic state, giving your body a chance to flush those things out, giving it natural, more healthy foods regularly, putting it in more of an alkaline state, gives your body that chance of overall cancer prevention.
Yeah, guys, overall, your body is a healing machine. It wants to restore homeostasis in the body. It doesn't want to be ill. It doesn't want to have diseased cells. It wants to thrive. It wants to flourish. And if you put it in the correct environment to do it, it will absolutely take advantage of that. So fasting is just one of the many ways you can do that. Obviously, incorporating high quality, healthy nutrition during your periods of eating is going to be the best benefit when you're incorporating fasting into that routine. So we don't want you to fast and then go to McDonald's through the drive-thru and load up on all those calories that you missed out on. That's not the healthy way to do it. We still want you to get high quality calories in when you do have your eating window. But guys, it's been proven that not only can it help prevent cancer, but in combination with chemotherapy treatments, fasting has been proven to be more effective than those who take chemotherapy and do not fast. Okay, I would love to see a scenario where they do the three, where they show a study of results for just chemotherapy, results for chemotherapy and fasting, and results for just fasting. But as to my knowledge right now, they don't have one for the last one. So at least for now, it does prove fasting and chemotherapy combined is more effective than just chemotherapy by itself. And again, that goes back to everything that we just said as far as giving your body a break, giving it a reset, getting it into more of an alkaline state. And to kind of just explain that a little bit more, because I'm sure some of you guys are at home are like, what does that mean? What is alkaline and acid in the body? And then there's probably some of you that are like, well, our bodies are always going to be at a 7.4 or else you'll die. And yes, that's true, guys. So basically different parts of the body are going to have either an alkaline or acidic states, okay? Anything above a 7 is going to be alkaline. Anything below that is going to be acidic. Now, different parts of our body need to be alkaline or need to be acidic. Our blood needs to be at a 7.4, so just slightly alkaline. If it is not, you will die. So your body has these buffering systems to keep your blood at a 7.4 at all times. But depending on what you're eating, what you're putting not only in your body, but on your body, what you're exposing yourself to, you can eat acidic foods like processed foods, like refined sugar, like any fast food that you're gonna get, anything that's packaged, right? All the things that we've talked to you guys about in the past. If you eat a diet high in acidic foods, then your urine is going to become acidic. And so your body has to work a whole lot harder to keep your blood at that slightly alkaline level, all right? So that means to do that, it's going to pull from alkaline material in your body, like your teeth. So that's why you get cavities, guys. That's ultimately why you get cavities, right? They say don't eat sugar. It really goes back to that alkaline acidic state. Your body will pull from alkaline matter to keep your blood where it needs to be so you live. So it's going to have an effect on different parts of your body, your major organs, if you are eating a highly acidic diet. Fasting can help with that, because fasting is going to give you that reset. It's going to help your body get to a state where it can maintain that blood at a 7.4 without working so hard. Okay, and so I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's the easiest way that I can explain it to you. The more of a break you can give your body where it can just work as it's supposed to without having to, try so hard. And, maybe a good comparison is like a car, right? We talk about this a lot in the fitness world. If you have a car and you just don't put oil in it, you're like, you know what? I was supposed to get an oil change 100 miles ago, but I think I can make it. I'm going to keep pushing it. Eventually, what's going to happen to that car? It will run for a while, You know, if you got a Toyota, it might go a little bit longer than other cars, but eventually that engine's gonna burn up and it's gonna break down. And the same thing's gonna happen to your body. It's gonna do everything that it can possibly do to keep running and keep functioning despite the neglect that you're doing to it, but eventually it's gonna catch up to you. And that's all we're talking about, guys. Fasting is a huge part of like combating that. So, a lot of information there, guys. Go ahead and let us know in the comments, have you ever fasted before? Would you? If you haven't, is it something you're considering? We would love to help you in your journey a little bit further when it comes to fasting. So feel free to reach out to Nate or myself and schedule a complimentary consultation where we can go over your eating and what that looks like and how you can safely incorporate fasting into your routine.
Guys, really great closing there, great information, you broke it down amazingly. So guys, I really hope that did stick and that sunk in. And again, these are facts you can find, do some research on it like all things you should do, but definitely look into it and try to incorporate it in your life some way, somehow, and start to reap the benefits of fasting, guys. So with that being said, never give up.
Never lose hope.
And
never settle.